Your grandmother never owned a label maker. She didn't have matching storage bins from some trendy home range, and she definitely wasn't paying for a decluttering app. And yet, if you walked into her terrace house in 1962, everything would be exactly where it belonged. Clear surfaces, polished floors, not a single junk drawer hiding chaos. One habit on this list, number 14, was drilled into children long before they could tie their shoelaces. And number 7, it created a system so effective that today's professional organizers charge £200 an hour to teach the exact same thing. These weren't clever cleaning hacks. They were everyday rituals, quiet, boring, unglamorous habits that kept disorder under control without spending a penny. Before we begin, hit subscribe because these habits might completely change how you look at your own home. Let's count down the 20 forgotten British habits that kept homes spotless. Number 1, the standard never slipped. Tidiness wasn't an achievement, it was a practice. The standard was the standard. No negotiation, no later. Number 2, the Sunday reset. Uniforms ready, shoes polished, week prepared. Monday started calm. Number 3, leaving a room fit for company. A quick scan before leaving. Cup, book, cushion, fixed in seconds. Pride, not anxiety. Number 4, daily dusting. One room. 5 minutes, soft cloth, different room each day. Coal dust made this essential, but the habit stayed even after fires disappeared. Number 5, the coat and shoe station. Back door, assigned hooks, shoes paired neatly, children dressed themselves easily. The front hallway stayed guest ready. Number 6, clear surfaces. Counters held only essentials, tables stayed clear, anything left out was put away daily. Number 7, the landing basket. One basket at the bottom of the stairs, one at the top. Items traveled floors naturally. Organizers sell this today as innovation. She used it in 1953. Number 8, seasonal turnover. Twice a year, wardrobes were swapped, everything inspected, unworn items donated. Only one season lived in the wardrobe at a time. Number 9, one in, one out. New blouse in, old one out. New toy, old toy donated. Space was finite. She respected that. Number 10, the 15-minute evening tidy. Each night she walked through the house with a basket. Anything out of place went back home. Cushions straightened, lights off. Number 11, the mending box. Buttons, thread, needles, nothing broken was put away broken. Once a week, repairs were done while the radio played. Clothes lasted years longer. Small problems never became big ones. Today, we throw away items that need 5 minutes of effort and buy replacements that fail faster. Number 12, newspaper under the doormat. Free, practical, brilliant. Wet shoes dripped onto old newsprint that could be replaced instantly. Mats stayed dry, floors stayed clean. Number 13, closing the kitchen. Last cup washed, surfaces wiped, tea towel hung, bin emptied if needed, the kitchen was closed for the night. It was a signal. The day was done. The house could rest. Modern kitchens never close. We snack, graze, and leave traces everywhere, then face yesterday's mess with morning coffee. Number 14, touch it once. Post came through the door, sorted immediately. Bills filed, letters answered or binned, shopping brought in, put away straight away. Coat off, hung up. Nothing was put down for later. This single habit prevented most household clutter. Today, we move things endlessly without ever finishing the job. She finished it once. Number 15, the airing cupboard system. That warm cupboard wasn't just for towels. It was a carefully managed storage system. Sheets folded in thirds, towels stacked by size, pillowcases tucked inside matching sets. In damp homes without central heating, the warmth prevented mildew and kept linens fresh. Stock was rotated, oldest used first, newest placed at the back. Then, fitted sheets arrived in the 1970s and ruined everything. Now we stuff linens anywhere they'll fit and waste 10 minutes hunting for a matching pillowcase. Your grandmother would be horrified. Number 16. Everything has a place. Keys hung on a hook by the door. Letters went in the rack. Scissors lived in the same drawer, always. Umbrellas stood in their stand. Every item had a home, and everyone knew where that home was. No labels, no color-coded bins, just repetition until it became instinct. A place for everything and everything in its place appeared in British household guides as early as 1842. Your grandmother didn't invent it, she inherited it. The result? Nothing was ever lost. No frantic searches, no junk drawers. Professional organizers now sell this as a premium service. She called it housekeeping. Number 17, the weekly deep clean rhythm. Monday was wash day. Tuesday meant ironing. Wednesday was bedrooms. Thursday, bathrooms. Friday, floors. Saturday, the front step got scrubbed. This wasn't optional. This was how a house ran. The schedule was often written inside the broom cupboard door. Each day had its job. Historians at the University of Essex found the same pattern repeated across hundreds of 1950s and 60s oral histories. Women spoke about the relief of knowing exactly what needed doing and when. No decision fatigue, no wandering around wondering where to start. Today we save everything for a brutal weekend clean. Your grandmother knew better. 15 minutes a day kept everything under control. We spend 3 hours on a Saturday and still miss the skirting boards. Number 18, the clean-as-you-go cooking. Your grandmother never finished dinner only to face a sink piled high with dishes. She washed as she cooked. Peel potatoes, rinse the peeler, dry it, put it back. Drain the vegetables, wash the colander while the gravy simmers. By the time food hit the table, the kitchen was nearly spotless. Only plates remained. This wasn't obsession. It was practical. Kitchens were tiny, dishwashers didn't exist, and counter space was precious. Letting mess build up meant losing your workspace entirely. Ministry of Food films from the 1940s taught this method as wartime efficiency. Dishwashers killed this habit. Now we stack dishes for later, and cooking feels exhausting. Your grandmother spent less time cleaning because she never let the mess pile up. Number 19, the daily bed-making rule. Every morning before breakfast, the bed was made. No excuses. Sheets pulled tight enough to bounce a coin. Hospital corners sharp. Pillows plumped and squared against the headboard. It took maybe 4 minutes, but it turned the whole bedroom from mess to calm before the kettle had even boiled. Women's Institute pamphlets from 1954 listed bed making as the first task of the day, saying it set the tone for everything that followed. Decades later, psychologists at the University of Hertfordshire confirmed the same thing. People who make their beds feel more in control of their lives. Once the bed looked tidy, throwing clothes on the floor felt wrong. That single habit kept the whole room presentable with almost no extra effort. Number 20, the doorstep ritual. Before anyone stepped inside, shoes came off. Not in the hallway, outside. Your grandmother had a solid boot scraper fixed into the front step, and everyone used it without being reminded. Mud, grit, coal dust, all of it stayed where it belonged. In the 1950s, when many front paths weren't paved and soot settled on everything, this wasn't fussiness, it was survival. A stiff brush hung by the back door for work boots. Wellington boots lived in the coal shed, never anywhere near the kitchen. Photographs from the National Trust's domestic archives show boot scrapers outside nearly every working-class doorstep. Inside, slippers waited in a neat line. Today, we rely on a thin doormat and hope for the best. We drag dirt through our homes that our grandmothers would never have tolerated, then wonder why the Hoover fills up so quickly.